welcome back to the Sunday special. And of course, we're on Hellboy's Seed of Destruction. That's the Omnibus. And we're looking at some work that Mignola did to advertise Seed of Destruction. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. So we've got this opening panel with Hellboy, world's greatest paranormal investigator, as he's, I don't know, dropping through the roof, jumping through a wall. It's hard to say. Freeze, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it. Brutus. Oh, no, he's supposed to be a Nazi. Brutus, destroy the interloper. Nothing must prevent transference of nutrient fluids. Rue? The brain in the bottle is Herman von Klempt. Professor Dr. Herman von Klempt, for those who care about titles. Arrgh. Smash him. I have no use for the fluids such as he contains. You have my permission to exercise the full extent of your inhuman strength. Crack. Ow! And there's a lot of it there. And a lot of it there is too. Guess there's no point in trying to reason with you, huh, Furball? None whatsoever. I have heard of you. Have I not? Yes, Hellboy? It seems you have been an annoyance to my Führer's legions in the past. An annoyance? Well, your Führer's deader than you are, Herman. And I'm here to help you join him. Blam, as he blasts the ape's metal hand apart. The beast's cry of pain surprises me. I'm not here to hurt dumb animals. And I know that's all he is. Von Klempt sprouts, or... What? Wait. Von Klempt spouts orders because he loves the sound of his own voice. Brutus is just a puppet. A very powerful puppet. I'm not sure at this point how much of this is Von Klempt's direction, and how much of it his reaction to the pain of his shattered hand. Unfortunately, either way, I don't have much choice in how I deal with him. As he punches the hand again, or the other hand, I don't know. Sorry, Fuzzy. I know this hurts, so I'll try to put you to sleep as fast as I can. I kick him as hard as I can in the two main nerve junctions under his big jaw. It's a dangerous move. If I've misjudged his strength and he doesn't go down... Hey, hate to be the one to break it to you, Herman. But that's why I'm here. Oh, wait, what? But that's why I'm here. Fools, imbeciles, stop this senseless fighting. You've smashed the lab. You've destroyed my precious equipment. Then, hey, I hate to be the one to break it to you, Herman, but that's why I'm here. Please help me. Is that the ape talking? The girl is still alive. Transfusion can still be accomplished. Huh? You can talk? Huh? You can talk? Maybe it's some kind of Nazi ventriloquism. Or maybe I hadn't been given the straight dope on Brutus. Shump. Either way, I know right off, I don't want to hear that voice again. So he throws Herman into Brutus's jaw and knocks Brutus into electrical equipment. Looks like. Bzzz. You did it. You destroyed both of them. Yeah, sure. Well, that was the plan, right? Next time, Hellboy. Next time you die. As the castle appears to burn down. And maybe that's what he says. Or maybe it's just, I'm not in much of a mood to find out. So the damsel and I stand a while and watch the castle burn. Sure makes a merry blaze for something built mostly of stone. She leans up against me and sighs, kind of contentedly. So of course there's no way I'm going to tell her I had no idea tossing Von Klempt at Brutus was the way to win. And down here at the bottom of the previous pane, we got Mike Mignola. It was his idea. John Byrne along for the ride. I don't know if this is the same one or something new. Oh well. I guess we'll find out. Curious juxtaposition. I've been around the world and back a few times in my day, but I've never seen anything quite like this. A big cowboy boot and an Egyptian scarab beetle and a swastika. Too many idioms, if you ask me. Well, the swastika meant stuff before the Nazis showed up. It's just unfortunate that they co-opted that shit. Only there's nobody here to ask me. In the past couple of years, a whole flock of small towns have dried up around these parts. Apparently this is Ted's Reptile Ranch. Live poison rattlesnake showing today, maybe? People vanished without a trace. No sign of violence, just gone. This town is the latest, and the first to come to my attention. Huh? A dog? A dog, kind of mangy, a little mutt, looked hungry too. Must have been here on his own since everybody vanished. Hey, pup, don't be afraid. I'm not nearly as scary as I look. Oh, well, yeah. But the mud is a lot scarier than he looked. It happened so fast I didn't see him change. One moment harmless puppy dog, next giant monster dog. Still harmless? Nope. Hey, I know you. Anubis, the ancient Egyptian god of mummification. All of a sudden, that curious juxtaposition makes a little bit of sense. Whack. But that's all that makes sense. Puny mortal. Schwack. You dare speak the name of Anubis in such a tone. Learn a lesson of pain for your insolence. Wong. Ow. That shouldn't have hurt me. I may not be as scary as I look, but I'm every bit as tough. This may or may not be the real god Anubis, but whoever he is, he's pretty good. He's got a pretty good chance to make good on his threats. Unless I do something first. Maximum impact weakened the nuts and bolts holding this gas station sign together. Wong. Let's see if a couple of deliberate hits will do. Pang. Shook. Yeah, maybe he's the real Anubis, but the arrow goes into him with a red, wet noise, kind of like flesh getting sliced. And his howl is like the howl of of any injured animal. He's breathing hard and ragged when he comes at me again. Doesn't look like he can stay on his feet much longer. Damn. Crunch as he falls into the gas pumps. I really wish he hadn't fallen on the pumps. And, got another Hellboy title page. I don't know if that's intended to be the ending one. Yeah, I guess that was the ending page. And here's some sketchbook stuff. I don't know if we're at the end of the thing now or not. So, Hellboy sketchbook. All the drawings on this and the following pages are from my first two Hellboy sketchbooks. These are the first drawings of Rasputin, Kurtz, and Cronin. It was important for me to begin Hellboy's story in World War II with the Nazis for villains. A nod to the old movie serials, which I love, but I can't actually sit through. And some old Marvel comics I grew up with, like Captain America, Nick Fury, and his Howling Commandos. Although Hellboy's dad wouldn't show up for years, not until The Chained Coffin in 1995, the drawings from the early pages, these are the drawings from the early pages of the Hellboy sketchbook. Facing page, more of Hellboy's dad, and I think maybe his sister. Okay. For the not-so-secret BPRD headquarters, I wanted a building with a very distinct shape, something that would be instantly recognizable every time it was shown. I ended up modeling it on the famous Frank Lloyd Wright house, Falling Water. Alright. The world's ugliest house. The interior architectural details, light fixtures, and patterns on windows were inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright designs. I do like the design of this guy on the right. It's possible he inspired the character Roger the Homunculus, who shows up in Wake the Devil. Probably the first drawing of the tentacle-mouthed frog monster, which would eventually become such a major part of the Hellboy BPRD world. Judging from that Hellboy, I'd guess these drawings were done before I started Seed of Destruction. That means the above design for Rescue was done long before I came up with the plot for Wake the Devil. I loved vampires since I read Dracula as a kid, so I'm sure I was in a hurry to create my own vampire character. Originally, I'd intended to do a lot more classic vampire stuff with Rescue. At one point, I was planning to have him capture Liz Sherman and turn her into a vampire. I think Liz was going to somehow incinerate herself rather than hurt anybody. Japanese demons, Oni, meant to represent lightning and thunder. Thunder and lightning. I dimly remember some storyline involving these guys and a living samurai statue. That would have been something. Eventually, these guys would inspire the first Hellboy animated film, Sword of Storms. Before there was Lobster Johnson, there was this guy, a pulp-era crime fighter who apparently has something to do with Africa. He was probably inspired by Lee Flack's The Phantom, a character I always loved but know nothing about. I really like the look of this character, but never had a name for him. Facing page, the mysterious Sir Edward. He appears in a couple of panels of Wake the Devil, but I put a lot of thought into him. I had very definite plans for this guy. Archeron. I was trying to work something out here. I'm not exactly sure what. There are quite a few eyelids on this page. Maybe that was it. Costume designs for Cronin and Kurtz for Wake the Devil. A cover design for the first issue of Wake the Devil. These are ideas for the transformed Elsa Hupstein, more human than Iron Maiden. In the end, I like the Iron Maiden form more. Old Man Grescu, probably my favorite character in Wake the Devil. Rough layout for the empty coffins of Grescu's brides. In those days, I almost never worked out compositions like this in the sketchbook. I'd struggle with it on the actual page. Working it out in a sketchbook is better. Almost Colossus. This is the sketch for the next issue page I did at the end of Wake the Devil. I wasn't even done with Wake when I drew this image. Anatomy guy with heart in panel, background dark blue with light blue heart. Designs for Roger's mysterious homunculus brother. On the right are cover sketches. The bottom one would become Almost Colossus, cover 1. Some other weird stuff and there you go, from Mike Mignola. And here's the back cover. Hellboy is one of the most widely praised and visually distinctive comics of the last 3 decades, The Guardian. So I'm not going to read all of this off. But that was the end of the first omnibus for Hellboy. I hope you had fun. And we will see you next time on the Sunday special. Thanks for watching.
You're